The Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour on ESPN is brought to you by Etonic, the official footwear of the PBA. By Denny's, where America's favorite breakfast is now available to go. Real breakfast 24/7. By Go RVing. Visit GoRVing.com for a free video. What will you discover? Go RVing. And by Lumber Liquidators, hardwood flooring for less.
There's a look at the non-plastic GEICO Plastic Ball Championship trophy. And we are set for our title match. Longtime friends Pete Weber and Jeff Carter to duel. Weber looking for tour title 35. Jeff Carter looking for tour title number 1. We talked with Jeff yesterday. He said, my ultimate meal would be with the late Dick Weber. You know, I was fortunate enough to become friends with him. Unique relationship. Gave me a lot of good-natured grief. So said the entire Weber family has been like family to me with that Midwest connection. We saw Pete just kind of walk right in on Carter's closing efforts there in the 10th frame, which didn't matter with the match in hand. Carter takes care of the 10 for an opening spare, and over the first 6 events of the second half of this PBA season, the players competed in a separate point list, which was sponsored by H&R Block. Patrick Allen finished as the leader, and because of that, he will receive 5 years of tax preparation from H&R Block and a $5,000 Emerald prepaid MasterCard. Good job, PA. Here is PDW, Pete Weber, number 4 on the all-time 50 greatest bowler list. He had closed match number 1 with 10 consecutive strikes. If he had gotten a strike there and another one, Randy, he would have received a...
Well, he would have bowled an Andy Verapapa 300.
Of course.
And I'm
sorry I had to remind you about that.
I was so hoping to get that Andy Verapapa 300 game in. And of course, those of you watching at home, you know what an Andy Verapapa 300 game is. And it is what, Rob?
It's 300 games that just kind of carries over from one match to the next.
From one game to the next. 12 consecutive strikes from one game to the next. Take a look at the accuracy and consistency of Pete Weber. Look at the miles per hour. 17.8, 17.5, 17.9. That's some scary ball control. All the momentum is in Pete Weber's corner. He's one of the most prolific champions of all time. He knows how to win. He hasn't been here in a while, but he has nothing to lose. Pete Weber is in cruise control right now. Bowled a big first game. All the pressure on this man, Jeff Carter, trying to win his first ever career title.
And there's his first strike in the title match.
Close enough.
Here's Carter talking about going up against a living legend in Pete Weber.
At that point, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just going to be there to bowl my match, and whoever I bowl, I bowl. I can't control who I bowl or what they do. At that point, it's just totally up to me.
122 events without a title for Carter, 4th longest streak of current exempt players.
Hey, you know what? When you trip fours against Pete Weber for a double, all of a sudden your mind starts to say, hey, maybe today is my day.
Looked a little heavy there, but he gets them all to drop, so back-to-back strikes for Carter in the 2nd and the 3rd. Here's Pete Weber in the 3rd, and he was fired up about this tournament format, as he told us, I can make my plastic ball hit harder than most. I thought this was a great idea coming in, and I wish we had more plastic ball tournaments. Maybe a little selfish there.
That's not going to roll hard enough.
No, it's not.
You know,
is anybody hurt?
Pete really started turning it around a couple of weeks ago, as you know, Rob. He said working with his brother Rich got him back on track. He started the ball a little bit higher. Watch Pete's next setup. He's going to start that ball a little bit higher in the setup. And what this does, remember the Pete Weber of old, when he used to have a backswing that was almost vertical. Well, now his backswing is much shorter. Pete has to delay the ball into the swing just a little bit more than he used to.
Here's the matchup here. 119 TV finals for Pete Weber, 3 for Jeff Carter. These two actually squared off at the 64th U.S. Open in March of '07 with Weber winning. He eventually won that title.
It's just not quite as hitting as hard as last game.
Yeah, now, and what's the adjustment, Pete? Week 10. Right now, Pete is calculating the move that he will make or the adjustment he will make the next time he's up on the right lane. And, Rob, I think that move is just getting a tick slower. A little bit softer speed to get that ball to turn the corner just a little bit harder.
Well, regardless, this will be the best finish of the season for Pete Weber.
So I got the 8 out.
Best coming in was 3rd at the tournament named after his late father, the Dick Weber Open in Fountain Valley. For Carter, and I saw that graphic about his injury, and he was telling us, you know, the biggest problem after surgery and rehab is he really didn't have the desire to bowl. He was enjoying family time. He was enjoying coaching and working the clinics. He told us, you know, probably wasn't back mentally until the World Championship, the opening event in Wichita, when I finally said to myself, whoa, I'm here, I'm out, let's start doing this. And now he's on the verge of his first ever tour title. Ham bone in the title match for Carter. Little mile-high ham bone.
Jeff Carter says that he's using his legs more, trying to stay up the back of the ball, getting it rolling. Those were the key ingredients for his success this week. And right now, he's got his buddy Pete Weber down 31, 5th frame, right lane. Boy, Rob, I can't tell you how many times in my career I experienced exactly this, where you make some good shots, your carry is bad, and then you make an adjustment and lose pocket and go right through the nose, and that's exactly what happened to Pete Weber.
Oh, boy.
All righty then.
The door opening just got a little bit larger for Mr. Carter.
There's a tunnel there now.
A chunnel, if you will.
Boy.
Okay?
Come on.
What he said.
Yeah. So, 3 spares, 1 strike, 1 open frame for Weber in the title match. He had a 269 in the semi. Heavy, but a strike. He'll take it and take a seat and still try and figure some things out.
Well, now Weber's thinking one thing and one thing only. Must strike the rest of the way to have a chance.
Carter can max out at 290. He is working on 4 consecutive strikes as he enters 6th frame play.
Come on, hit.
Well, Yahtzee action for Carter.
Jeff Carter getting closer and closer to his ultimate goal.
Winning a Lumber Liquidator PBA Tour title. Again, 122 events without a victory. Brian LeClaire the dubious honor of sitting on top of that list, 388 events without a title. Crack open a six-pack. 6 in a row after an opening spare. Carter in command of this title match.